This one is probably going to get me some hate. I expected a massive rush of wonder stepping into the first entry of a franchise I've loved since playing Final Fantasy IX as a kid, but to my surprise, it wasn't as strong as I anticipated. The feeling was still there, just milder. There's definitely a sense of grand exploration, especially when you get the airship. I loved seeing the origins of Vivi's sprite design, and to experience the classic Final Fantasy twist with a godlike enemy to cap the game off. However, I do think there is one massive thing missing that is driving my score for the vibe a lot lower than I would have thought before writing this. What's missing is a through line to the rest of the franchise. This is such a huge double-edged sword for the whole franchise. On the one hand, you can have isolated, bottled games that can tell an entirely new and fresh story without having to stand on the shoulders of their predecessors, but you also have to restart your interest for the cast of characters with each game since none of them are the same. The closest thing that you have to a commonality between the series is the use of airships, which, while awesome, are not an emotionally driving element to the game. If there was something to hold on to as an anchor point for the series to help you carry over your investment from one game to the next, I think it would have been a very different feel for me. With other franchises, I had this "so this is where the grand story all started" feeling, while this gave me a "so this is where the franchise started" feeling. I hope that makes sense. For these reasons, I'm going to give Final Fantasy I a vibe score of 63. Most of the points come from the grand adventure feel, but it loses quite a few points for lacking a through line to the rest of the series. I understand if others feel differently, and maybe prefer isolated stories that don't connect, but that is how I felt about it.